It might help if I actually hit buttons today. Good morning, everyone. So, you might notice the title. I'm gonna have to change that. So I woke up this morning and I hit the lights and I didn't see babies at all. And I kind of freaked out because, yeah. But then she brought her babies out and now I'm relieved. Gonna give it a few minutes, let, the stream actually send its little notifications out that I'm actually live. Do that, do all its YouTubey things. And no, it's early, so. But good morning. I hope everyone has a great Thursday. It's one more day to the weekend. Getting started a little later this morning, but yeah. Let's see. I tried to get the camera as close as I could this morning because yeah, that way maybe we could see the babies. They are front and center on the Anubias plant right now, if you are looking. Yeah, I thought they were all gone. I really did. So, just a minute, I'll give my whole rundown of what I thought happened and how I freaked out this morning, and then what I think actually was happening in hindsight. Because as you can see, we don't see Mr. Apisto anywhere. And yeah, I mean, he's over to the side, and I think he's actually going to come out of this tank. He's been hunting brine shrimp all morning. He's got a nice little pile on the other side of the tank he's been munching on. Hopefully, Mama and the babies will get over there to him pretty soon. Hey, Mippet, good to see ya. I hope you had a great Thursday, because you've already, you're in the future. So good to know we're still here in the future. Yeah. Yeah, I did admit it. I woke up. I thought all the Apistos had been, wiped off the face of the tank. But no, they were sleeping still. So yeah, gave them some of their little baby brine shrimp that are still probably floating around the tank. If you see little white spots moving in the tank, those, yeah, you can see the little brine shrimp moving around down by the leaf. I gave him a nice healthy helping of brine shrimp today. So yeah, try to fatten those little babies up if Mr. Episto doesn't eat them all, being a greedy dad. It's like those aren't all for you, buddy. I also gave you some pellets. Eat some of those. I think the reason she moved them out by the Anubias plant is because that's where some of the brine shrimp are too. You see them just kind of all swimming around back there. I'm really surprised this camera is actually picking all that stuff up. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I really did. I freaked out this morning. I was like, oh no. So when the Epistos mate, she goes over and she shows him her belly, right? And it's like, hey, it's time to do that, thing. So this morning when I turned the lights on, she's she's like kind of like up next to him and rolling over, and I'm like, look, lady, you have babies. Like, what's going on? Why are you doing that? And I think she was actually just pushing him away from her side of the tank versus actually trying to get frisky with him. The other reason I thought that the babies were gone was because I had to do a water change. You can see the water looks a little clearer today. The tank was, when the babies came out, the tank was already well overdue for a change. And I didn't want to do a huge water change, but I knew I needed to do some sort of a water change. So I did like a 20% water change last night, poured the water in super slow. Oh my goodness, that took so long. But I did put it in as slow as I could. Yeah, she was like, "See what I got? Don't you want some of that?" And yeah, morning after dark. It's about to be light time. But yeah, I really thought that, when the water change had triggered her to, you know, nom the babies because water change. Yeah, and I had to clean that algae up. I mean, it was taking over the glass so bad. I couldn't get it all off the rock, but I mean, it's gonna attach to that. I am gonna put some moss on that rock. Is but right now, um, she has the babies in there. So I'm gonna try to just get a long strand of it and wrap it around it and see if it'll take off. But hopefully she'll lay eggs again when these get a little bigger in the terracotta one again. And then when she does that, I'll just yoink that out, glue a patch of moss on there and let it take over, which will be another great food source for the babies, or for the next batch of babies rather. Morning, fish family. Good to see ya. Hopefully, Fishner is sleeping in. He told me he has a day off today, so hopefully he is still asleep because it's only 5:30 where he is. So, but yeah, I was like so sad. I was like, please don't let the little babies be gone. I was so defeated this morning, y'all. I was so sad. Mr. Mouse, he was like, no, they can't be gone. What happened? And he was like, what did you do? And I was like, I had to do a water change though. I was like, it was gonna go bad if I didn't, and I had to get that algae out of there. Okay, so you can't tell. I didn't scrape the back. I mean, you might be able to tell I didn't scrape the back, but I know the little babies will nip on that algae too. Source of food. So I didn't want to get rid of all of it, but I did get rid of about 80% of it. You know, three corners of glass got a little scrapey scrape. Okay, maybe not the one closest. I also didn't touch the side close to where her cave was. Again, did not want to disturb. Thought I did a good job. Yes, I did. I can't tell how many we still have versus had because there's so many of them and they're so small. They're getting bigger though. They're definitely bigger today than they were 3 days ago. You couldn't even tell they were babies 3 days ago. Oh yeah, she's like telling him. She's like, get away from them. Get away. She's like, those are my babies. I'll eat you. That's what she was doing. And I thought she was trying to get frisky with him. So I was freaked out. So today, yeah, see, he may have to come out that tank because before she chooses violence and I don't have a male Apisto anymore. But she is like, stay away from the babies, buddy. Fish behavior is so cool. And see, he was being such a great dad like 2 days ago. He was being all watchful and everything. Oh, thank you, Teresa. You can hear my woes of thinking I killed a whole batch of babies. I was like, please, guys, not another genocide. Please say I didn't do it again. But no, I didn't. But I do know measures have to be taken because now she's getting real protective over those babies. Hey, Life Lessons crew. Good to see ya. Also, if you hear humming in the back, I'm in Georgia. It's kind of warm. It's a hot morning. It's not okay. It's not really hot. Okay, it's probably like 50 degrees outside, but I'm hot. So I got the air on eco, so it may pop on and off. Yeah. So I don't think she was in frisky mode. I think she was more in I'm in attack mode, and he's in I'm just hungry, so I'm gonna eat everything mode. But see, he's got enough nibbles in there. It's like, dude, you don't have to eat your kids. So I am probably gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put him until these guys get a little bigger. That means I'm gonna need another tank. uh, my husband may divorce me, but it's okay. All for the sake of the babies. You know, gotta make sure they grow up big and strong. But yeah, I think I could set him up like a little 5 gallon tank, just to chill in until I can put them back together. And yeah, she's like, you stay over there, buddy. Back off my kids. So there's a lot of aggression in the Apisto family this morning. So I wonder if maybe he accidentally snagged a baby yesterday. It's like, did you accidentally get real hungry and eat your kids? Do we need to put you on trial, Mr. Apisto? Is that what happened? Do I need to put you in a timeout? Are you going into fishy jail? Okay, I may not be all there. No, but just kidding. There is aggression going on in here. I do see it this morning. Not something I saw the last couple of days, but yeah, after the water change, she got yeah, real uptight about them babies. And like I said, I thought they were all gone. I did. I didn't see not one of them at the door of the cave. And the day before, they were like still, even after the lights were out, they were still all there. So yeah, just gotta, it's the first time with the pistos. I'm figuring them out. These are the first cichlids I have ever bred. I was trying to do the angelfish first, but yeah, things just kind of changed. And these guys came before those. And honestly, when I got these pair at auction, my local fish club had an auction, and I picked these guys up. I think I got them for like 35, $40 for the pair. Um, Me and Vishner didn't think they were old enough to even breed yet. Um, because the female was so small. I mean, he was a little bigger, and I mean, I knew from what I had seen of Apistos because I've only ever seen them on YouTube or in pictures. I'd never seen them like in a fish store or anything. I didn't know their size. I mean, I knew what how big they could get, but I'm not a very good judge of size. Um, so yeah, I thought she wasn't quite ready to start breeding yet at all. And I really didn't think that in the first 2 weeks of having them, 3 weeks, we'd have a batch of babies. Um, Jeff Elms was telling me he's had his Apistos for 6 months and nothing. And I was like, that's so wild. And I don't know what I did. Clearly, I did something that triggered this. So I don't know if it's just them being in their own tank. And at first, when I did put them in here, they wouldn't come out. Like they hid the whole time. So then I put a couple of little I think I put like six to seven Danios in here. They were long fin leopard Danios, just fish that I knew would stay at the top. I don't suggest using Danios because they're hard to catch if you have to. And mine were kind of asshats, but um, I did finally get them all out after um, so after she laid her eggs, she got super aggressive and ate a Danio. And I was like, that fish was bigger than you. How did you do that? But I heard, Apistos can choose violence, and apparently she did. The only thing I can suggest that happened with that, with Danio, is he got in her cave. And she was not happy about it because she had eggs. And she's like, get out, and it couldn't get out, and yeah. So she quartered it. That's the only way I could see her actually taking that guy down. But yeah, she's doing real good at keeping him away. So I'm kind of proud of my little mama. She's. And I also don't know if this is her first batch of eggs or if this pair has bred before. The auction didn't have much information on the bag about that, just that they were a pair of Apistos. So I'm gonna do what Fish Nerd said, contact the fish club, see if I can figure out who the seller was, and ask a few questions because I do have some questions. Mostly too on their feeding schedule, how they were feeding them. Because I have noticed they do better with live food versus pellets and flakes. If I put pellets in here, like, okay, if you can see that leaf, right? I put maybe 10 pellets in there this morning. They've eaten two of them. But the minute I put the brine shrimp in, they went ham on it. Like he's still picking them off. But I mean, he's kind of eating a few flakes here and there. I mean, not flakes with the little pellets, but still, not much of anything. And she's got the babies over by the leaves now. She's moved them over there. She's like, okay, guys, come get breakfast, then we're going back in the cave. But I do have baby brine shrimp going. I'm going to start a second batch today. I had two batches going. I fed them one this morning. So I need to restart another batch. Give them another feeding tonight. See, look at that. Look at all the babies. They're just following mama. It's just so stinking cute. But I am so nervous about these guys. It's like I really don't want him to go crazy and, eat them all. So trying to prevent that. So yeah, definitely going to set up that other tank for him. Was really hoping my filters would get here, but they still haven't arrived. So going to Amazon. Going to Amazon. I bought a filter from PetSmart the other day when I went to get some frozen baby brine. And when I asked the lady for it, she grabbed it out of the freezer for me because they keep their freezer locked. And I didn't notice she gave me regular brine shrimp, like the adults instead of the babies. And I didn't even look at the pack when she was grabbing it because I couldn't get a good view. And yeah, so I ended up with adult brine shrimp, which that was another reason I needed to do a water change because I put them in there and I was like, oh crap, I didn't even look at this. What am I doing here? So yeah, yeah, she's like, get out of here, bud. You need to go. And I think he's like, I just want my cave back. And she's like, you need to go on. It's my cave now. She's like, I took the summer home. You go take the winter home. Yeah, she's gonna push him back over there. It's like, why did you have to take both the caves, lady? So yeah, I'll be probably putting another cave in here for them because yeah. So and I hate to move their driftwood, but I may have to do that. It's still not there. Yeah, it's supposed to be here like Monday. Was supposed to be here. So then I bought one. That's what I said. Okay, I bought the filter, right? I get home, and because this is a 10-gallon tank, the only sponge filter they had apparently was for like a 20-gallon. Put it in here. It's clearly too big. I'm like, this is not gonna work. It was huge. I was like, they have no space. No, we're just gonna take that out. So yeah, I'm just gonna order a nano hang-on back with a pre-filter sponge today on Amazon and just get it overnighted. If I have to pay the extra $2.99 to do that, then I'll do that. But that way, at least I know they have adequate filtration in here. And yes, please take a moment, do the YouTubey things for me. And I had to watch myself. I almost said in front of Mr. Whiskers and Mrs. Whiskers the other day that these guys were my favorite fish. And I was like, ooh, I gotta watch myself. I was like, everyone in the main room's gonna side eye me if I keep talking about these Apistos out here. So I'm glad these guys are in the bedroom, away from everyone. No one sees the favoritism. Sorry, my nose is trying to start running, so I'm probably not gonna go the full hour because I woke up yesterday, felt fine, felt great. This morning, like, oh man, y'all gotta see this. Y'all have got to see this. Just move that over a little. Hopefully this camera doesn't fall. It really does, Mip. It really does. And my post lady calls me the crazy fish lady because it was not last summer, but the summer before when I first started fish keeping with Fish Nerd. And me and him had found on Aquabid, we were looking, and I had the Skiffia at that time. And I had won a bid for some of the Santa Maria Endlers. And I'm waiting for them both to get here. And it's like a 90-degree day, which means with the heat index, it's like over 100. It's real freaking hot. Um, I really need to learn, the Celsius and degree Fahrenheit conversions. But it was really freaking hot, real hot. And, it was in triple digits. And she put them in the outside postal locker, which is in direct sunlight. And I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? That said live fish. It was supposed to come to my house. I did. I went off on this whole rant about, you know, you know, my These fish are. I was like, man, I know they're nothing special. They're just fish, but I was like, fish are special. And I was like just ranting and I was like, I caught what I said and I was like, man, that was harsh. I was just going off. I was, but I was real mad. And I did. I called my postmaster general and I was like, look, dude, she just put live animals in a hot box. I was like, I don't even have the key to get into that box. I can't get into that box until like 4 p.m. So he had to send her back out here to retrieve the package and bring it to my house. Because where our postal locker is at the front of our community, which is a mile away. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, man, it's like, and it wasn't even the distance away. It was the fact I didn't have the mailbox key. No one at the house had a key to where they could go get it. Oh, it was very frustrating. And since then, I am the crazy fish lady. And anytime there's anything marked aquatic or in my YouTube name, she brings it directly to the house. Even if it's not fish related. Like if I put like a package and I just put, Mousey Files or Flying Mouse Aquatics on it now, it comes straight to the house. It's great, but they're still slow. I mean, it is what it is. But at least they don't put stuff in the lockers anymore. And that's another thing too with like the live fish deliveries. Once it says delivered, you've got a time frame to check those animals to make sure they're alive. And after that time frame, you know, you don't there's no guarantee that they're going to replace them. So, and I have learned like if it is the live fish, like I will literally ask them to hold it and contact me when it gets there. But I have found the last few times I did that, they actually got it to me quicker. I think like the actual postmaster's been bringing it out here. She's really nice. Um, Mr. Mousy had a package go AWOL. The mail carrier put it in another lockbox, but put the key in someone else's actual box. Because like I have a box for paper mail. And yeah, no kidding. No kidding, right? So we have boxes for our paper mail, and then we have boxes for packages. And then once the package gets to be a certain size, they bring it to the house. So if it fits in that box, they're usually going to put it there. So he ordered, I forget where he ordered it from. But the thing is it wasn't from like Best Buy or Amazon or Walmart. It wasn't from like a big company. It was like, and I don't even think it was eBay. It may have been Macari. But the seller had one item. So if it got lost in the mail, like he can't get all he can get is his money back. That package is gone. It was a collector figure that he was trying to get, and they lost it. And they looked for like a week trying to find it. So yeah, that she actually found it. She went to, I guess she kept going to the person's house who got the key until she was like, "Look, we know it got delivered here. You need to give us the package." I was like, dang, man, post office is getting real scary. But in Georgia, it's just been so bad. Like the governor had to actually go to I think it was the Palmetto, Georgia post office. That's like a hub where everything comes in and they sort it, send it to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta it goes. North Georgia. But yeah, they had to go and be like, what is the backup? Why are people not getting their mail? It's detrimental in some cases. You've got bills, you've got, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. You know, the Apistos still waiting for filters. Gonna have to just Amazon it. And I probably won't be able to find one that I can get delivered today, but I will find one that I can get delivered by tomorrow morning and get that bad boy here. And I'm going to work on getting Mr. Apisto a little 5-gallon tank set up underneath this one because the stand this is on, it's got like a bottom spot where you can put another tank. So that way I can keep them close. So that way, once these guys get bigger, I can, switch them out again. We'll just be switching back and forth and back and forth. But yep, the Epistos made it another day, y'all. They did. And it kind of makes me feel better that it's not just our post that's all messed up. But at the same time, it just sucks because, like you send something, it's coming, around the world, literally. That's that's a big deal to lose that. And there's this one creator I watch. She breeds glass belly guppies, and they're beautiful. They're beautiful fish for live bears. Especially because, you can actually, because they have that glass belly, you can see the babies, growing. However, those I believe come from Asia. I I don't know exactly where in Asia, but she's had them imported. And I'm pretty sure they're getting like flown in like a direct flight, but I can't imagine if they weren't how bad that would how the potential how bad that could be. Because I mean, she got a crate full of them one time. It was wild. I was like, man, I would be sweating bullets if I knew that many fish were coming in, for one, and two, if it was a possibility they could all be not alive when they got here. So, Beryl, do not put your cat tongue in my tank again. No, buddy. I swear I'm gonna set this cat aquarium up. He's gonna get his own personal water fountain aquarium, duckweed and all. Because I think it's the duckweed. I really think he likes the duckweed. Get out of there. Get out of there. You got your drink. Go. Go, go, go. You're gonna get bit by an apisto if you don't stop. These guys will bite your tongue. Yeah, they will bite your tongue. You know, ever since he fell in the angelfish tank, he hasn't bothered the big tanks. It's just the little one that he keeps coming after. Yeah, no tank for you, bud. All right, where did she take the babies? Okay, I see one there. Oh, she's got them on top of the. Oh wow, that's so cool. She's got them on top of the rock little cave. And it's not really a cave because you can pass right through it. And maybe that's why she likes it because she's got more than one entrance and exit there. I may try to like block one side of it. It's so cool how she just keeps moving them around. 30 minutes ago, they were all at the Anubius, and then they were at the leaves, and now they're at the top of the rock. And that is why I did not scrape all the algae off that rock. It's because I know they are up there munching on it. And there's probably some baby brine shrimp over there. So I did drop some on that side and then some on the other side. So, yeah, she's like watching him. He is down where the big plant is beside the flowering plant. He's kind of watching from over there and yeah, just keeping an eye. I can do commentary on these guys like all day. It's like so fun. I can see why everyone says these are like, you know, she is. She's taking them out for day trips. She's like, y'all need some exercise. We need to go get some Starbucks, and you need to get a snack. So, and Dad needs to wait for his visitation day. She's like, it's not your day, dude. Not your day. My day. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be ordering the one little nano hang on back for here and another sponge filter for the 5 gallon and getting that here tomorrow so I can get him out of here. 'Cause she's gonna eat him or he's gonna eat them and it's gonna be sad and I'm gonna cry. And I'm real ugly when I cry. It's not pretty. I can't believe how many babies there are. That whole top is covered. Like, all those little eggs came from your body. Look at how big she is. She's tiny. She's like not even like 2 inches. Like, maybe. I'm telling you, Kitty, you're gonna end up getting your tongue bit. It's coming. And when it does, it's your own fault. It is. Temptation is too much, you know. And the last thing I need is for her to, get put in a fishy jail and write like 82 letters to the judge about how she didn't do it. I don't know. I just don't want that to happen here because I don't think the judge is going to buy it here. Like, it's like we get it. He came at the kids. It was your day. You were mad. Oh, awesome, Liam. Thank you. I will check that out. Yeah, y'all, I know this is like, you know, Episto time, but I've been following the Sarah Boone case for like a hot minute because, like, just like, if you're into true crime, look it up. It's real interesting. But yeah, man, that is so wild, and it's yeah. I can't do the whole case justice, like breaking it down here, but Claire over on Clairview, which I will post in the description box, she is following the case every morning, and I believe she starts streaming at 8:30 because it's in court right now. So if you want to see what that's about, and Sarah Boone is a hot mess, just so we know, you just go into it knowing this lady's a hot mess. I mean, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, cat's getting crazy. I'm gonna log out of here because I also want to go. Um, I I might be guilty of, several brine shrimp genocides. Um, but we don't talk about Monkeygate. That's all in the past. They're a protected species now. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and get this cat outside before I have to, keep him from getting booted because he's gonna break something. And yeah. So she she's gotten real aggressive towards Mr. Apisto. This morning, Liam, I thought she was like getting flirty with him, but I think she was actually making him back off. And a couple of times during the stream, she has like ran him off. Like just a minute ago, he was like looking at her food plants, and she like barreled down on him and was like, "Hey, get out of here." Yep. Y'all have a good day. I'll be watching some Clearview later to see what's going on with the Sarah Boone case. But y'all have a good day. If you see a fish, please make sure it's in water. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.